Hi there, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I am going to be bringing you my personal tips and tricks on how to save your money and make the most of the possessions that you have. I'm also going to be giving you a few tips on how to redecorate your house for pretty cheap. So first off, I'm going to talk to you about a few ways that I have been able to kind of redecorate or kind of rearrange my house for pretty cheap. Now I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and also just my personal experiences. So one of my favorite things to do is once every couple of months I will look through all the stuff that I have, whether it be like furniture or just like random possessions, and if it's not fitting my current vibe or style, I will try and sell it. Now usually if you've had something for like a couple of months or a year or so, typically you can't get full value for it. Obviously then you just discount it, but enough to still make a profit. Then following that, you either are going to look at the item that you have and think, if you sell it, do you need something to replace it? I'll give you an example. When I moved into this apartment in March, I bought a bunch of stuff from IKEA. I bought a rug, I bought a lamp, I bought a giant shelf. The shelf used to actually sit right here. It has been featured in a couple of my videos. If I can't find any footage of it, I will just link the videos down below. It is a shelf from IKEA. It was about $60. I had it since March or April. Literally all it was doing was just basically holding all of that stuff, books, cameras, basically just stuff for decoration. I just decided, hey, I probably don't need this anymore because it's not actually serving a purpose. It's just holding a bunch of stuff that I don't use. Maybe I'll try and sell it. I posted it online and actually pretty quickly I got a response. So I wanted to sell it for $50. Usually it's best to go $10 to $20 below what you paid, depending on how long you've had it for. I had only had it for a couple of months. I thought $50 was pretty reasonable. Somebody bought it. It was perfect. Originally, I was going to get something to replace it because I thought, well, if I'm going to get rid of this because it doesn't fit, my kind of decor, I'm going to need another shelf. Then I really kind of sat back and thought about it, and I was like, I don't really need that because then I'm just going to be buying something new to house all of these things that I no longer use. So then I took the things off the shelf, and then I think, well, what am I going to do with these? So then I decided to try and sell those books, CDs, CDs like nobody's gonna buy. You're not gonna get any money for CDs. I kept some of the CDs that I wanted just for nostalgic value, or I will give them to my mom. So if you sell something and you're not buying something to replace it, effectively you are making all of that profit. Now, my rule of thumb, when you sell something and you wanna buy something to replace it, buy something that's less money than what you got for the item in the first place. Because even if you're buying something for equal value, you're not really missing out on any money. You might just have to pay the tax, but you're essentially getting something new and something that you want for free. Eventually, all of that stuff that is on my table is going to be going somewhere else. So that is the first tip I have, how to redecorate and kind of rearrange your life for very cheap or sometimes free. Another thing is, when you're buying things like pillows and things like duvets or comforters like that, try to buy something that has a removable cover. Obviously you can see that I have red hair. So this pillow, although it's not really showing up, is pretty stained pink. It looks absolutely white right now, but it is very pink. There's actually like some pink stains on it. You can see those. I don't know what that is from. It's obviously from my hair. I cannot remove this pillowcase. So essentially, once it gets too stained to look nice, my bedspread is gray and white. I'm just gonna have to throw this away. I probably paid about $14 for this pillow from Walmart. So essentially, once the pillow just gets wrecked, you're basically just throwing your money away. So try and buy pillows that have removable covers. Obviously they get dirty after a while, so you want to be able to wash them. And also to go along with that is to try and maybe buy duvet covers. You can obviously probably put that around a comforter. You don't have to buy a duvet, but just something that you can remove and wash, or try buying something that's reversible. Now, another easy way, easy for me, maybe not easy for everybody, and especially if you do not work in a job where you make tips. Basically what I do is every single time I get tips, when I get tipped out at the end of the day, if you don't know, I am a hairstylist, I take my tips and I just put them in an envelope. So I have kind of like a running tally. So then I take the total from the last time I recorded it, add in what I got from that day, and that becomes the new total. So I literally just like write it down there. It's like each each day and then the amount that I have then at the end. Apparently I cannot write in a straight line. This is tip money. This is also money that I've been making off of selling things. It's just a good way to kind of track this extra money that I can use to pay my hydro bill or pay my phone bill or pay something, you know, that I just have this extra money. It can go towards paying off my credit card or stuff like that. But here's a list of questions that you want to ask yourself. Do I use this, or is it just for decoration or aesthetic? What do I want my theme to be? Or what do I want my decor to be? What do I want my vibe to be? You gotta really kind of think about that when you're making any new purchases to put into your space. I just want it to look like put together, but you know, I obviously didn't spend a lot of money on it. Is there a cheaper way to achieve the look I want? I DIY'd that table myself. The actual table was only $20. This rug was $15. Fake plants from the dollar store for like $3. There's obviously ways to make your space look a certain way, but not having to break the bank to do it. Look online, look on Amazon, watch DIYs. Is there something that I can get that can serve multiple purposes? I used to have a coffee maker. I had a 12-cup coffee maker, and I also had an electric kettle, which I never used. So I got a one cup coffee maker. It comes with its own travel mug to make the coffee in. You put it through the same cycle without coffee grounds, and you can boil water for tea. So this, in fact, does serve two purposes for something that I will probably use fairly regularly. I do drink a fair amount of coffee. Tea is more of a fall thing, but now I know that I don't need a separate appliance for something that I'm probably only going to use maybe 20% of the time. So that's basically the end of this video. Honestly, just save yourself some money. Ask yourself a few of these questions and try to reevaluate your space, your life, your money, your spending habits. It's really helped me kind of keep track of what I like, what I use, and why I have certain things. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like. There will be hopefully more cooking videos coming eventually. Like I said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I'm really hot.